On Facebook recently, like I always am, and one of my friends posted to don't open any messages from me. I was like, okay, this is a scam. And me being me, you know what I did. Although I've known this individual for years, we never talk. So when she sent me this and was like, hello, how are you doing? I knew something was up. I was like, yes, bait taken. So the scammer continues to be, part of my family, and she's like, I'm doing pretty good. I'm happy the way things are going with me. Hope you have heard about this program. That's when I was like, this person is definitely a scammer. Okay, so I decided to call the individual. So when she didn't answer, I knew something fishy was up, so I immediately sent another message. I tried calling, but it wouldn't go through. I know we haven't spoken in a while, but I just wanted to let you know that I am the one who backed the car out on Little Buddy, and I'm so sorry. You'd think after that you'd get a different response. Nope, I just got an okay. So I was like, I've had this hurt walking around with me for a long time now, and I'm just happy to let you know that I got it off my chest. Thank you, Thea, for understanding, and blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, I just need to hear you say you forgive me. And then she was like, I have forgive you, okay? Don't worry. Did you hear about the program? And I'm like, wow. So this person was totally apathetic, and I was just like, I'm just so glad you come around. I'm also sorry for letting little David take the heat. I can't believe he was out there that long. I haven't heard about the program. Can you tell me a little bit more about it? I can also finally tell David it wasn't his fault. And then this person just goes on to tell me a little bit more about the program. After she spills this information, says 100K, I'm like bringing it back to my emotional. I remember that pizza guy was traumatized. And then I'm like biting into it. They gave you 100,000, girl. You get it, girl. Do your thing. 100. I'm so happy for you. Finally opened that brothel you always wanted to. Shit, I can use 100K. Let me know how. And I'm like, who is this person? Did we dance with him back in the day? So she doesn't even address it. She just tells me more about the program. And I'm like, yeah, send me the link and I'll check it out. I said, what'd you end up doing with your 100K? I know you had that Angelina Jolie complex and wanted to adopt all these children from different countries. How's that going? Did you get a surrogacy? I won't be able to check it till like 8 p.m. tonight before I hit the club. She's like, okay, I think you should do it. And I was like, can I get back to you at 8 p.m. or so? Damn, I'm getting pulled over. She's like, okay, that sounds good. I go, he's approaching my car and I've never been pulled over before. Can I call you real quick so you can talk to them? He's telling me it's because I was on my phone. Part 2 of Scamming the Scammers. So this person, I just told them that I got pulled over because I was on my phone. And she's like, I'm busy to pick up call right away because I'm talking with someone. I'm like, oh my God, he just took my license and he's going back to the car. And she's like, okay. This scammer has no remorse or anything. I'm like, can I please call you for a second? She's like, I'll send you the link right away. Still talking about her program, not even caring about how I feel. I play into it and I'm like, okay, send me the link, but you better answer when I call later. And she's like, okay. And I'm like, I love you. She's like, I love you too. And then proceeds to send me that information. I'm like, thank you, my schnookums. She's like, that's the link. Click on it and text her that. Yeah, right. She's like, apply for the grant, here, click on it. And I'm like, I got a little bit of time right now. He's back there running my license. I forgot to add the word license, but do you remember what you used to call me? And I said, sorry, I got nervous when he was coming back with my license, so I'm already making that jump. She goes, are you kidding me or what? And I'm like, kidding you? She goes, okay. Just bring it up. I'm like, I can't believe I just got a $279 ticket for being on my phone. I'm gonna need that 100K. And she's like, okay, that's great. And I'm like, you don't even care. I thought we were past what happened to Little Buddy. She's good and God-fearing woman. Make sure that you're honest with her. She's still talking about her damn program, bro. And then tells me I'll talk to you later. I just got a ticket. Welcome back. This is part 3 of Scamming the Scammers. So to get you caught up, I've been pulled over by a police officer after I was contacted by this scammer, and I just got a ticket, okay? So she's like, I'll call you back later. I'm like, I'm talking about my ticket, Thea. Can you send me like 50 bucks real quick? She goes, laugh out loud. You can PayPal it to me or you can Western Union it. She goes, you make me smile a lot. Really? I honestly need like 150, but I didn't want to ask. And then she's like, apply for your own. It's not that too hard to apply. Okay, because I could use that 100K, especially with that ticket, So if I didn't already create a sense of urgency to this fictitious imposter trying to be my Thea, I was like, I will, but they're going to lock me up for unpaid fines. I have too many parking violations, which is why I was so scared when I got pulled over. And I'm like, just send me like 25 bucks and we'll call it good. She's like, okay. And I go, think of it as like a termination fee for Little Buddy. If you don't know who Little Buddy is, you have to go back and watch the first video. And it says, you always said you didn't like him. And she's like, okay. And I'm like, so do you need my PayPal account, or are you going to like Western Union it, or what? What's going on? Yeah, the scammer didn't even care about my overall well-being. You're taking up my time and all this other stuff. You're an imposter trying to act like my Thea. And she's like, I swear I have to use my money to invest. You don't want to understand me. I tried to understand you. You just weren't speaking grammatically correct English and all of this other stuff. So a bunch of red flags. And then I was like, I told you I would take a look at it at 8. I'm in the middle of a session. Why can't you see that I'm trying to have you invest in me? So are you going to send it to me or what? Don't forget, I still have that video of you. She's like, nope. And I'm like, wow, you're just like your dad. She goes, you have to understand. I go, how so? How, I can pay you back in full plus interest as soon as I get that 100K. So I try to convince the scammer that, this scammer has sent me money in the past. And I'm like, you gonna send it or what? And I said, I know the last time you had me like buy a card or something. She's like, you're trying to understand me, okay? At this point, I'm just like, I don't even know where to keep going, because you're not getting it, that the urgency, this scammer does not care. I am, but this dog just it doesn't stop throwing up everywhere. She's like, okay, find someone to borrow and I will give it to you later, okay? So if I'm asking you for money, obviously I need money, scammer. But all right, and I go, I can get back to you later though. I have another scammer that I'm trying to have fun with, and I thoroughly appreciate you allowing me to waste your time. I truly hope you find peace with just being yourself. Now I say that, and that's important because a lot of people come off as other people and not who they really are. And it's sad that this world just can't accept individuals for who they are.